Hello. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hello to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's come on in here so we can chit chat and just get our week started off right together, having a few laughs. If this is your first time joining, welcome. My name's Brandolyn, and we just like to get together and have a couple of laughs. So, as always, I'm going to give it just a moment to allow everybody to come in. But if you are new, make sure to tell us that you're new and where you're from so that we can show you some love. And you guys know when you come in here, you got to tell me that you're here so that I know. Let's see here. Hold on. So that I know you're here. How is everybody doing today? Huh? Let's see. Okay. Y'all know you're going to have to give me some hearts or some haze or some something so that I know you're here. How are you? Have you had a wonderful day? How was your Sunday? Let's see here. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hello, my Sarah. Hey, girl. How y'all doing? Y'all, I had a, you know how you take a nap? I didn't have a nap. I know. I remember laying down on the bed. What I don't remember is losing consciousness. But I had that other kind of sleep today. That kind where you just, when you wake up, you are unaware of where you are, what day it is, who you are. I had a Sunday naps just hit differently. I'm sorry, they do. Let's see who all is in here. Hello, Miss Donna. How are you? Hello, Miss Sue. How was your day? You know what? Shrap and I do need a date night. That was not a date night. A dear friend of mine, we went to where did we go? We went to Copeland's. We drove down to Atlanta for her birthday. So Shrap was on Sydney duty, which I forgot to grab her picture. Sydney's very upset with me because she's done some new portraits and I need to show them to you guys. So I will make sure to definitely start showing those more. Let's see here. Have you recovered from your hike? Do I ever recover from my hikes? Ever? Listen, I will tell you a new hike that I experienced, which was a borderline never again. I had to go to a conference this week in Clemson, South Carolina. And that school is massive. It is huge. And so there was a lot of walking. And I don't understand why, but they made us walk to tour the campus. And I walked, but I was like, okay, it's a bunch of buildings. I know. I go to a university too. I'm at a university. I know what a bunch of buildings look like. So that was my hike for the week. Let's see here. Michelle says, I had a lazy Sunday. I should have been up doing a lot, but I did nothing. No judgment here. Sometimes you just need to rest. Your body will please rest before your body makes you rest. So no judgment here. Sometimes you just need to have a lazy day. That is fine. Let's see. I'm trying to get in these comments. T, I tried to call you, T. I'll try you again. I'll leave a message. I wasn't able to leave a message. Too much was going on, but I will try. Hey, sissy, battling pain and exhaustion in here to hopefully take my mind off of it. Absolutely. Matter of fact, on that note, let's jump right into it so we can get you the feeling better. Okay, here we go. Let's have our bless your heart moment. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm sure this is all family, but bless your heart means a moment in time when you know better than to say the wrong thing. Since you have nothing nice to say, you simply say, bless your heart. So this bless your heart moment was so deep, I had to just keep my phone so that we could do it directly from my phone. Okay. Here we go. A UK, so this one comes to us from over the water in the United Kingdom. A United Kingdom thief admits stealing thousands of Cadbury cream Easter eggs. Prosecutors say that Joby Poole, 32, used a stolen semi-truck to tow away a trailer loaded with 38 $1,000 of Cadbury cream eggs and other chocolate goods. Where shall we start? Okay, first of all, how many chocolate lovers do I have in here? Yeah. You saw that, Miss Sue? Miss Sue said she saw that one. Yeah, Sarah, he saw the eggs and got real excited. But homeboy stole, first of all, I can't even imagine $38,000 worth of chocolate. My brain can't even comprehend that number. That's number one, okay? Let's see here. But then to see all of that and then say, you know what, I'm going to steal it. So he stole it. Okay. Okay. One word says it all. Chocolate. Okay. Oh, chocolate lover, chocolate lover. Listen to y'all. So what you're saying is you'll have a little leniency this week on this Bless Your Heart. You feel a little you feel a little love for this guy. Okay. You understand where he's coming from. So let's see here. A man who prosecutors said broke into the UK industrial park to steal almost 200,000 chocolate Easter eggs has pleaded guilty to theft and criminal damage. Okay. So he used a metal grinder to break through a gate. Okay, now that's another level of chocolate love. That's number one. Okay. Miss Christine says, love chocolate. I would be in a diabetic coma. You and me both. Yes. Let me see here. What in the Cadbury chicken laying cream egg? Absolutely. Absolutely. So homeboy has such a love for chocolate that he used a grinder to break through a gate. He broke through the gate, then stole a semi-truck to tow away a trailer loaded of the eggs. Okay, which equaled 31,000 pounds of chocolate. Where shall we start? Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Y'all in these comments. Sarah says, that's about the cost of a dozen eggs. You're about right. He thought he was going to sell the eggs on the black market. Oh, no leniency. That's grand larceny in the U.S. You're right. No. Okay. No love for this guy. I'm sorry, Roro. I'm sorry. I thought y'all were going to go easy on him. So who gets the Bless Your Heart Award? We've got several candidates. First, and I didn't read the whole article, but when the police got to him, he easily gave up. Okay. My nephew is trying to call me. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Let me say, call you right back. He is 5, but he knows how to use that iPad. So I'm going to call him back in just a minute. Okay. Here are our candidates. Are we going to give it to the chocolate lover? Because he just really needed some chocolate. Are we going to give it to him? That's number one. Number two, and I'm gonna throw this out there too. When the police got to him, he immediately gave himself up, put his hands up, and walked to them. So are we going to give it to the police who had to chase the chocolates? Are we going to give it to the industry? The makers of Cadbury for freaking out because they lost all of these chocolate bunnies. Are we going to give it to the poor gate who didn't do anything to anybody other than do their job and got broken into? There's some more candidates. Are we going to give it to the defense lawyer who had to defend this guy? What kind of defense could you come up with for this? That's what I want to know. What kind of defense can you give for a gentleman that does this? Let's see here. Hello, how are you, Miss Judy? Too much chocolate. He just loves chocolate. I know. Bless his heart. The gate. Oh, Margita said the gate. The gate. Well, bless his heart. I don't know. So we have the police and we have the gate. I think I'm gonna side with the lawyer on this one. Anybody else before we make a decision? I think the comments are stuck. Let me back up and then go back down. Anybody have a suggestion on who gets the Bless Your Heart Award for this one? I will give it just a minute. Okay, Margaret Ann says the police and the lawyer. Now, you know why I'm not willing to give it to the police? Just being honest. Because if I was a police officer in this situation, I would be in charge of booking and surveying and in what do I want to call it? What is the word I'm looking for? Putting all of this into evidence. Making sure that all of this makes it to evidence. The evidence room. That'll be my job. Y'all in this poor rabbit. The Cadbury rabbit gets it. You know what? I've never had one. I have never had a Cadbury, I don't think. Unless when Sydney and I tried it that Easter. Maybe did we try Cadbury's? I don't know. I cannot remember ever buying one to try. So I may have to try this so you guys can tell me. Well, listen. Okay, it looks like we are giving it, the eggs. It's a tie. You guys are kind of tied up between the lawyer. Miss Pat said, yes, the poor lawyer who had to figure out what to say about a difficulty. I know that had to be a difficulty. I agree. So I think it's a tie. But from what I can tell, none of you all are giving him the credit, the young thief. Miss Carolyn said that she just got home from a weekend in Virginia, late getting on, but I'm here. Well, we are just so happy that you are. Thank you for being here. Listen, I want to do something a little different. I kind of want to do a check-in with you guys, and let me explain to you what I mean when I say a check-in. It is hard to believe. We literally are almost finished with the month of February. We are headed into the third month of the year of 2023. And I want to know from you all how your year started and where you are right now. When I went on this conference, it was for tour guides. One of my jobs at UTC, if you ever come with your grandchildren or come with your children and you take a tour of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, I'm in charge of those tour guides, which means you need to pray for the children, okay? But I had the wonderful opportunity of going to a conference at Clemson University to meet with other people that do that same job, because it's kind of difficult to explain it to somebody. It's never the same, ever. There's always a crisis. There's always something going on. So it's good to be around people who can understand where you're coming from. You don't have to explain a lot. That alone will preach. Always make sure that you find people who understand you or understand what you're going through, because you can get really siloed and feel alone, okay? Not my point. But we had an opportunity to sit down and speak with one of the tour guides. And I asked the question, as a tour guide, this is a young lady who experienced COVID. She was in college during COVID, which meant she spent a lot of time in her dorm room, not talking to people, kind of shut off from the world. I asked her if she felt that her bosses, were checking in with her mental health. A lot of these students went from being, and it's us too, being completely closed up to going 95 million miles per hour. There was not a gradual get back into the flow. And so I'm just curious. I want to know, how are you doing? Has this year started the way you thought it would? Michelle says, praise report. Come on with a won't he do it. We love a good won't he do it. Thank you for all the prayers for my young church member. Deuce is out of the hospital and was able to attend church today. God is good. Ooh, I would have loved to be in service with you. How many? I want to know how it was when Deuce walked in the door for service. Did they just automatically just start shouting and praising the Lord? Tell me. I want to know how you're doing, though. I'm going to wait, and you guys let me know. Okay. These comments keep sticking. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to catch them. Okay. So I'll give you a minute. Let me know if you have run into some things or if you're experiencing things that you've never had to deal with before and you're a little lost. Come on. That's right. God is amazing. Let's go, Deuce. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Let's see here. Uh, Okay. Oh, wait. Roro says, it's been a bad week. I live in Michigan, and my niece is a graduate of MSU, Michigan State University, and has friends that are going there now. Been checking on her every day because she's checking in on her friends that were at school when this happened. The shooting. Got you. Got you. It is, that is a very scary reality. Um, I'm thankful that your niece has the wherewithal to know to check in. And I promise you that if you just hang on in there, it'll get a little better. I'm so sorry you had a rough week, though. I try to remind myself that when I'm having a really rough time, I have to go through the rough times to really, truly appreciate the good ones. Because sometimes you just, hold on, the comments are coming in now. Sometimes I feel like God doesn't let me get out of certain situations or he doesn't take certain thorns out of your flesh because if he did, you wouldn't pray him. You wouldn't pray like you do now or you wouldn't praise him like you do now. Let's see here. All over pretty good. That's wonderful. Speaking of praise, yes, they did. The spirit was high. I was watching online. I know that's a good service. Oh, let's see here. Melanie says, my life just goes further and further down the chute. Daddy died Christmas Day. My other half, we knew was leaving, didn't know he stopped paying the bills in October. Eviction court is Thursday, so we're likely to be homeless then. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm making sure I'm reading this correctly because the print is small. So you lost your father on Christmas Day, and then your better half, you knew they left, but they stopped paying the bills in October. So now you got to go to court to make sure. Okay, let me say this right now. Y'all, we're going to have fun, but y'all give me 2 seconds, just two. As a group, just like we prayed for Deuce, we're going to pray over this situation. We're going to pray that when Melanie enters that court, that the Lord walks before her and that room is anointed, that he touches the judge's heart, that he touches everyone involved in that situation. And even if the Lord chooses to allow that door to close, that we all just touch and agree right now and know that not only the right door will open, that you will be fine and your family's going to be fine. We're giving God the victory out of this. We're not going to claim nothing negative. And we expect for you to step in that room because of who you are, knowing whose you are. So when you walk in that courthouse, you allow God to walk before you. Name it and claim it already. We are claiming the victory over that. You will not be homeless. You will not be homeless. We are not claiming that for you at all. We claim healing. We claim a home. You will have a roof over your head in the name of Jesus. Sorry, y'all. Not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Tonight, when you have your prayer, I want you tonight when you all pray to make sure to include Melanie and her family. Y'all, I'm telling you, since we started getting together as a family, we've gone from thousands of people to 100 people to 20 people to 40 people. But let me tell you something. If where one or two are gathered, where two or three are gathered, let me tell you something. Every time we have made a commitment to pray for somebody else, it comes to pass. Just like Michelle said here and had a praise report for us, I am telling you, it will come to pass. And every time that you put your problems to the side for just a moment and you pray for somebody else, it always comes back to you. So, Melanie, we just going to lift you up and we will be waiting for our praise report. Fair, family? Is that fair? Let's see. Oh, the comments, they moved on me. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me catch up. That's right. Praying for all of those who are hurting and struggling at this time. Absolutely. Hold on, y'all. The comments are moving now. Thank you. Jana said we want nothing but a praise report. We'll be waiting. We'll be waiting. Thank you all. Thank you all. I'm telling you, sometimes we just got to put what we're going through to the side and pray for somebody else. Okay? So look at all these people praying for you, Melanie. Look at all these people praying for you. We got you. We've got you. Standing in agreement. Thank you, Julie. We've got you. Okay? That's what you have to do sometimes, is just pray for others. Pray for others. But I just wanted to check in with you guys and see how you were doing. Okay. Praise report. My daughter had a clear scan and has had a clear scan from her cancer so far. Praise God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Sometimes it's good just to hear what God's doing in other people's lives so you can remember that he'll do it for you. He will. Hold on. Robin says, at the hospital with my husband, he was supposed to have surgery a few weeks ago, cancer, but it was postponed until he could get his cardio workup. Today, his blood pressure was really, really high and his vision was cloudy and blurry. They are keeping him tonight. Well, Robin, we know that he's in good hands and we are praying for you and we are praying for your husband. And we are praying that the doctors, we're praying that God will lead the doctor's hands and lead their minds in decisions. Okay? This was not where I intended to go tonight, but sometimes it ain't about where I intend to go. Sometimes I just let the good Lord do what he does. And if this is what we need, so be it. I'm fine with that. Always, always fine with that. Lord, y'all, let's see. Look at all these people praying. Look. Melanie. Sometimes, and my daddy just talked about this morning, being watchful of our attitude. And he talked about, first of all, a lot of people don't understand they have an attitude. Everyone has an attitude. The question is your attitude positive or negative? I want you to have an attitude of, I know who my God is. I don't know why I'm still harping on you. I don't know. But I'm telling you, this is going to work out. Let me see. Mother, what you say here? God is no respective person. And if he did it for one, he can deliver you too. Absolutely. That's why it's so good watching other people. Sometimes you just need to look at other people, see what they've been through. And then sometimes you need to say, now, Lord, I had this situation and you brought me through that. And you brought me through that. Look at his track record. Look at his track record in your own life. So when you go through things, you can say, God, you brought me through all of that. So I know you're going to bring me through this. My goodness. My goodness. We just had a whole moment. Sometimes it just happens that way. And I'm happy for it to happen. Let's see here. Miss Carolyn says, I know whom I have believed, and I am persuaded, Lord, I cannot read today. I am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I committed unto him against that day. Absolutely. Give it to him and walk away. I will tell you this. I was looking at somebody who said there's not a lot of difference between trust and faith. And they were talking about how those terms can actually be used interchangeably. But the only thing that they saw that was a little different, gosh, I wish I could remember where I saw this, was that faith is a belief system and trust is the action of faith. And he used the example of a chair. And he said that, you can have faith that that chair will hold you, but you don't trust it until you sit in it. And that's how I want you to be, Melanie. You have faith that God is going to fix it all. God has it. But trust him when you walk in that room, and trust that whatever is said, he's got you. He's got you. Y'all, these comments are coming in really strange tonight. That's right. Oh, goodness. Y'all, I love y'all. Okay, I'm going to get off of live now because my family has blown up my phone. So something must be going on. Get your shine on, and we're going to end it here. Hold on. Please hold on. We're going to end the live here. Please forgive me, but all three of my siblings have called me back to back to back to back. So something must be awry. I'm not claiming nothing negative. We'll figure this out. Get your shine on. And Melanie, we will be waiting on a praise report. Get your shine on. Have a great night.